tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh. Morning, Michelle. Good to see you. Tomorrow's daily trudge is probably going to be a little bit later. My wife's having a little procedure, so I'll be at the hospital for the morning. But tomorrow afternoon, I'll probably go live. Oh, we got the in-person meeting today. I wish I had another day to prepare for that, but I don't. It's down to hours. Oh, no. I'm starting to lose my, what would you call it? Just getting a little wore out on recovery. I think we all kind of go through this every now and again. It's just part of the day, you know. I don't really want to go set everything up. Come on, relax today. You know, but what do they say? The best times to go to meetings when you want to, when you don't want to. It isn't that I don't want to go to meetings. I just don't want to do any work. I'm a little I'm just a little disappointed in certain things, but you know, I'll get over them. I have weird conversations with people. There was one place that I called when I was looking for stuff for my daughter, and it was just a weird conversation with the outreach coordinator. She repeated several times, we didn't commit Medicaid fraud. And I didn't bring up Medicaid fraud. I didn't bring up a person who had committed Medicaid fraud. They acted like they didn't know them. Then when they went into Medicaid fraud, we didn't commit Medicaid. And the more I think on it, the more I think maybe they committed Medicaid fraud and they're not following up with me because they don't want me to figure it out, which is a real bummer. At the same time, I want to give the benefit of the doubt. See, they were supposed to send me a message by Monday. It's now Wednesday. I don't know how much time I'm supposed to give people. And I don't know why we can't have a little bit of integrity, maybe some ethics. You know, you don't need to ignore me. Just say, Dion, I'd prefer not to work with you. I can understand. I can actually understand that better than silence. Did I say hello, Heather? Good morning, Heather. Good to see you. Afternoon, where you're at. Michelle said, "Take the wins. We broke a record last night." Oh, I'm thinking of that stuff too. So let's get to the daily trudge. It's not going to be too awfully long today. It's going to be shorter than usual. I meet with Christine at 11 on Wednesdays, but if I would have met with her at 11, go live at 12, I wouldn't have had enough time to get ready to do the meeting. So I figure I'd do it now. I'm actually up a little early because I got to get up really early tomorrow morning. And so I'm just trying to give myself a chance to do that. All right. It's just, you know, then there's the central office who's just refusing to answer my questions. You know, it's you know, I thought they'd be a little bit more excited. Maybe that was an expectation on my part, but to not even follow up to answer my questions. And this isn't the central office manager. It's the person running Night Watch. You know, I don't like being ignored because then I have to wait It's very first of all, it's very unprofessional. It's extremely unprofessional. So it's like, I don't I would just soon just work with a group of people and try and help people. But fuck, man. Finding them. I have my AA people. Those people, that's anyway, this is what it is. I'm trying to bring 12-step calls to detoxes, but they won't answer my questions. Or do we show up in person anymore? It's a very basic question. Why are they ignoring me? But they're more concerned about how much money they're bringing in. And I'm sorry, that's just the wrong route to go. That's not how we do things in AA. If you're concerned about and I know why they're concerned, because that's their paycheck. So see how money is disrupting the flow of helping other alcoholics, man. They want that quick fix. They want people to donate more. They want this. But when our primary purpose stays sober and help other alcoholics, my thought process is, well, let's get in with those professionals. Let's get in with these people. Let's get these people to send more people to AA. Let's create more 12-step work. There's your extra money. Bring more people in like we're supposed to, and God will take care of it. Where's the faith in God? Where is God in all of it, man? Such deep questions for Dion, right? Shell says, oh, I get it. It's the people pleaser in me doesn't want to pester anyone until I'm reminded the squeaky wheel gets greased. But yeah, I hear you. It's like, are they ignoring me, or are they just, did they get caught up in something really busy? But I find it pretty coincidental that it happens all the time. And I've had enough of it, man. Ignoring somebody or something is the lowest level of respect. Welcome to Daily Trudge. And they made it kind of personal by not following up with IOP with my daughter. So they made it a little personal. Yeah. I would have thought they would have at least followed through, but no. There were 2 people from this place said, we'll call you back with more information. And then nothing. Silence. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. We still got to put one foot in front of the other, though, don't we? Sure, that's going on, but Dion needs to create success today. Maybe we'll break the record again. Maybe I'll help somebody I haven't helped yet. Maybe last night I was getting really cranky about this shit. And I'm like, you know what? Because like last night, I didn't want to do the meeting today. And I'm like, what does the book say? Because I'm going. There's it's happening. So that means that I need to show up and do my job as enthusiastically as I can. And that made me feel better about it. Made me a little more willing, right? Because isn't that what we were reaching for? Willingness. And this is how we put one foot in front of the other. Do I spend my time bitching and complaining about these people ignoring me and, or do I focus on who wants my help? Oh, okay. Sounds good. I appreciate that. I'm sure it's an anonymity thing. I've been treading lightly since I shared that. Since I shared the schedule for. I've been trying to tread lightly when it comes to anonymity, right? So today we're going to read out of Courage to Change. This is Al-Anon. This is the Al-Anon Daily Reflection. So just substitute Al-Anon for AA. But it fits us. It does. And I like reading this one every now and again because it gives us a little different perspective. It's written a little bit different, things like that. So Amber says you're winning and you don't even know it. Okay. I can go with that. And the thing is I shouldn't be That's part of the problem too. And please don't get me wrong, because I do appreciate that. Part of the problem is everybody should be winning. I shouldn't have to be winning against another side in recovery. That's what gets me the most. Because there's a lot of people out there that are very, very talented in this industry. They've just been taught wrong. It's not the workers, it's the leaders. That's the problem. But they want to believe in these leaders. What if somebody came along to you and told you how full of shit I was? You probably say something, or you just probably wouldn't talk to them anymore, things like that, right? See, I can't go run around putting down people's leaders. They're just not going to win. Yeah. Amber says they are winning if they say they are. Yeah. And I also have to remember that these are children of God, right? That these are children of God, right? But where's our focus to be? That's really the question, huh? See, you guys have always got my back. I appreciate that. All right, Al-Anon recovery is a discipline. I can't forget that just this last weekend I did something. That's why I'm wore out. It took a lot of energy these last 4 days, even though I didn't really do anything. But I was up half the night making sure that people were okay. I kept getting up every hour stuff, so I'm tired, and that's probably what it was. Maybe I just got a little hangry last night. Yeah, so I have to remember that. And so, what does that come to? Well, then I need to give myself a little bit of grace. So when I do that, then I'm not so grumpy about it. Yeah. Hey, Clara, it's good to see you. And Clara, thank you. You may not know why. I think you know why. But thank you. I appreciate what you're doing. And that's all I will ever say about it. Al-Anon recovery is a discipline that requires diligence, patience, and consistency for the best results. And the AA program works the same way. Diligence, patience, and consistency. There it is, patience. Okay, that's a spiritual experience. You know what God did? He just answered me. He said, be more patient. There it is, in a written word.
That's wonderful to hear. It sounds like you've had a powerful and personal moment. Would you be willing to share a little more about what happened? I'm genuinely interested in understanding what felt like an answer to you.
Leave me the fuck alone, Gemini. It literally recorded me. And it recorded, what is that? A spiritual experience. You know, God did. He just answered me. And my phone's like, that's wonderful. All right. I've only got 9 more minutes. So, because I got to meet with Christine too. And consistency, regular attendance at meetings, working the steps, and applying the Al-Anon principles to every part of the day lead to a fuller and more enjoyable life. Right? We're over here jamming to Engelbert Humperdinck, and Tom Jones covering Proud Mary. Oh, how fun. Proud Mary, keep on turning, rolling. I think Aretha Franklin's my favorite one on that one. No, my bad. Tina Turner. Tina Turner redid Proud Mary, and that's out of all of them, that's my favorite. I love Tina Turner. I absolutely do. Anyway, so it says going to meetings, working the steps. I'm going to add another thing on there. Is helping others, working with others. I would, Humperdinck. I know, I caught it. I'm surprised that that YouTube let you put that out. It let you post it. At times, we see obvious results from our efforts. Whoa. All right. And maybe this is what I'm going through right here. At times we see at times Jeebus. Sorry, I have some hiccups here. All right. At times we see obvious results from our efforts, while at other times we reach plateaus and feel stuck. I'm feeling a little stuck right now, but I'm figuring it out. Heather says my client is 92 years young. Oh, okay. You're the last waltz, Engel. Humperdick. Blah, blah, blah. See, I told you this show is not for children. Nope. I would not want my grandkids hearing me talk like this. I know that. Right? So sometimes I feel like I'm plateauing. Maybe the program becomes a little stale. Yesterday, we were kind of talking about this. I'm like, what else can I do? Because I do like doing these, but I'm sorry, it is getting so repetitive. I am saying the same things over and over again. I know that we need that, but there's another side to me that I want to utilize, but I need the right types of things, right? And different topics and things like that. So if we go on putting one foot in front of the other and continue to work the program, we find that all plateaus eventually come to an end. Yes, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad, it's gonna pass. Right? Just when we reach the end of our patience, a doorway seems to open. We suddenly take a huge leap forward. So we find out that we've kind of been growing. Sometimes we go through growing pains, and then we got to rest. Man, the counter is all over the place. At one point, it's like 7 people. Now it's 2. And I doubt either one of those were true. I don't believe the counter, nor do I really believe their statistics anymore. But right, so a huge leap forward. We see that none of the time that passed was wasted. Although we didn't know it, we were quietly absorbing the program. Most of us find the results were worth the wait. Today's reminder: whether or not I see immediate benefits today, I choose to keep coming back. Patience is the key to paradise, Turkish proverb. Is what I call the Karate Kid of AA. I do a lot of music. I do references and things like that because it makes it a little more fun. It makes what I'm saying a little more interesting. But I bring this up to my sponsees that it's like that the program's like the Karate Kid, that I'm going to sit there, I'm going to teach them these skills that are going to seem kind of useless at the time until something comes along. And then you will suddenly realize that God is doing for you what you could not do for yourself, that you have these skills. We tap an unsuspecting inner resource, which helps us solve our own problems. Wow. And one day, somebody's going to ask you to wax on, and you're going to be like, whoo, whoo, and you're just going to do it. And you're going to be amazed by it, that you could even do it. And then you're going to want more because it makes you feel good. And that's what I now call it. It gives you the same ease and comfort that you get by taking a few drinks. It's the same ease and comfort, right? But we have to put one foot in front of the other. Sometimes these are going to be little steps. Sometimes they will be strides. But it doesn't matter. They're both steps. They're both moving forward. Sometimes you'll take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, but you still got 1 step forward. Sometimes you go 3 steps forward or 2 steps forward, 3 back, but that's because maybe we're learning something. See, It's like a staircase, and it continues going up and forward and backward. You know, you ever seen that meme where the guy's walking up the stairs and then he jumps and he hits the trampoline, comes up, and he's 2 steps forward, and then he falls down, comes back, and he's like towards the end again. Yeah, see, there'll be some days when all you could do is steps 1, 2, and 3, and that needs to be okay also. That foundation is extremely important because there's going to be days when it is all that you have. All right, I gotta wrap this up. And meet with Christine at 11. We will see most of you at 2:00. We have our meeting. We have our in-person meeting today. You're always welcome to join us, whether it's on Zoom or in person. Just let me know. And Steo123, I get why. And yesterday was perfect. That I'm left wondering if anyone helped. I don't know. Not sure on that. But if they're really, really looking, they'll be back. We also have a meeting at 5:00, our grassroots meeting. Both of them are grassroots. People keep asking what grassroots, how I got grassroots. People, and there are other people kind of, I think people are just getting upset because it's a good meeting and they haven't joined. But, that's not my fucking problem. It is because we went to a format previously used. We went back to how the book says that we're supposed to do this, not how we have decided that it needs to be. The biggest difference is we do not ask, is anybody here willing to sponsor? What we ask is, who here needs a sponsor? And then we put phone numbers in the chat. That's how we do it. Just here. I appreciate it. I really got to go. I love you. Do. Peace out. And